Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently not crusading or a king, technically, we're an emperor. So that is absolutely great, of course. We're a multiple emperor at this point, and Houseland over here needs to continue to be carved into. We need 3 additional provinces from it, but we are currently at war. Once we get that, then our kingdom will be put back together, other than, like, what's up in Maghreb. I wonder if we could go after anything here. The answer is no right now. Lotharingia? What are you doing in Africa? I don't like that. This is all part of the Empire of Maghrabia, correct? Yeah, pretty much. We have 32 of 72 required counties there. That pretty much means going after, like, these kingdoms out over here, right? And that would be reasonably fine. Actually, there's a fair number of people over here who are claimants. This is intriguing. I was not necessarily planning on doing this right now, but it's not a bad option if we can find somebody who would come to court. And I think somebody like this guy, he's 30 reasons away. This guy's 20 reasons away. Let's try sending him a gift. Yeah, that'll get us stress, but that'll gain him 40 opinion of us. 5 reasons off. Oof. Okay. We've still got our regent here. And we need to do something about that. So we need to drop our stress. There's no doubt about that. I was hoping that that would do the trick, but 5 reasons off is painful. No doubt about that. We apparently have a faction, but I believe that to be a fake faction. We'll see what happens after this tick here. Yeah, that goes away. No problem whatsoever there. You can abandon this foolish endeavor immediately. Okay, so that looks good. We do have additional upgrades to do here. We have the technology to do that now. But it's probably not something we're going to focus on just yet. Hey, we lost 60 stress. Okay, fantastic. So that is absolutely wonderful. And I do want to attack out over here. We're still working on swaying our aunt here. Her loyalty is currently situational. Is there anything we can do here? How close are we? 3% chance? Yeah, I'm not going to roll a 3% chance. But it's definitely getting closer. Let's grab detailed ledgers. Boosting up our income, in theory, by a pretty decent amount. This is acceptable. This is also acceptable. Looks absolutely great. And at this point, we're at 358 gold. We need a fair amount more in order to get these upgrades going, right? So these are like 600 each. Ah, a successful sway on our regent there. 56% chance if we offer nothing. 100% chance if we offer piety. Done. Discharged. So she's out of here. Fantastic. We're no longer sharing power, but that does put us at 11 of 9 domain, which is, of course, a bit of a problem. 27 stewardship from our spouse here, though. She's already on managed domain, and we're only at 11 of 9? Wow, that's remarkable. So the drinking binge is going to go away in June of this year. That'll boost up our stewardship by 1, which I think is maybe enough to boost this to 10. So 11 out of 10. Now, I believe we don't have any holdings out over here anymore. Correct? It's just these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. So that is fine-ish. We can obviously grant out one of these baronies, like, for example, this one. And I'm going to grant that out. We can revoke that anytime we want, and that's okay. We could do the same with Boron North if we really needed to. A good deed needs no repayment, indeed. So we're going to hop over here quick. We could definitely grant this out, and we can take that back if we get our domain limit back up. So that'll be okay for the time being. It's not ideal under any circumstances, but it's fine. So we definitely do need to continue to work on expansion. So checking in on Houseland, we can actually declare this. So I want to seize a de jure duchy here. Needs to be 3 counties, we determined previously. So let's declare this war. We're going to raise up our forces up here. So we're going to raise our men-at-arms. We're going to raise a few levy troops. We're not going to want to raise very much here. We would like to still be making money, ideally. So this is more than enough. This is actually 9.3 gold off. So that would end up being this. Done. We're going to walk into Katsina. How many forces do they have? 1,200? They're off over here. Noted. I want to station besiegers here, and the rest of our forces are going to walk over. That attrition is not ideal, but it'll do for now. I want to put in a siege commander here, but there already is one. So that is actually ideal. Station besiegers must have specifically chosen a siege commander for that. Cool. I like it. So they're going to siege here, and then they're just going to make their way south towards the... Who is this? Our vassal? We'll write her at once, and our letter softened her. Excellent. So that is great. Let's head up over here. Okay, we have a son. That's going to be mildly awkward for our succession, but sure. And we'll just eliminate this force. That is stack wiped, and I want to head back to their capital at this point. So that puts us at 50% war score. This siege is going to be done in 40 days. Looks good. And the siege is going to generate us some gold, but not as much as we're paying our troops, almost certainly. Yeah, 21 gold there. Sounds good. We're going to head down to Zarya and start up a siege there. We're also going to be sieging their capital. We're at 65% right now on the war score. So that was worth 15%. Okay. Between these four, that should definitely end the war. No problem whatsoever there. So prisoners can be ransomed, and this one's okay. I don't mind the other. Or I do mind the other, actually. Champion of the Aster. Who are you? Like, what does this even do? What does Mentor do? We'll pin all of that open. Rank 5 is learning +2 and number of knights +2. I don't actually want that to exist. The Champion of the Aster should probably be retired. It would cost 750 prestige to do it here. We may just wait until he dies. Yeah, let's just wait until he dies. We must have inherited him from somebody. Okay, sure. Not too concerned about that. We are still attempting to sway our aunt, and just show me to my rooms. That's fine. We don't need to sway our aunt at this point. I do, however, want to come up to Sahara and look at the claimants here. This guy was the guy that we were 5 reasons away. I'm going to start swaying him. Beautiful. So if we can get him converted over, then we'll go after Sahara as soon as we can. We've got this siege done, so 30 days left on that. And actually, it just finished up super early there. I like it. Our court grandeur level just went down. Hang on. Oh, down from 10. Okay, so we're going to be a little bit below our court grandeur target. That's noted. We can bump up our stylish fashion, but that is going to be expensive. That's fine. We're still actually positive, and we just finished increasing control in Waradugu, which actually puts us at plus 12.4, presumably because our Hogan is now fully endorsing us. Yeah. Okay, that sounds great. We've got a good amount of income coming in. I like it. So no problem whatsoever there. That is absolutely phenomenal. We can bump up our armored footmen if we wanted to. Do we want to do that right now? Do we want to spend gold on that? Yes, we do. Yes, show her in. That's fine. We'll bump up our armored footmen here. Perfect. And that is going to need to be reinforced, of course. They're chilling down here. They'll get there eventually. 4 months left on this siege and 52 days on this one. This war is super over. They might get this siege finished first. No, I don't think they will. They've got 3 months in total, and we're going to move these down shortly. Right about now. Fantastic. We're at 95% war score, and the fact that this is a capital should offset this even if they did finish it first, but they didn't. So that is great. We're going to enforce these demands and disband our troops. That, of course, gives us all of this territory up here, which we don't want to hold ourselves, but we do want to grab the kingdom title of Houseland. We need 500 gold in total for that. Noted. Okay, so that is absolutely fine. We'll get that done as soon as we can. Now, this prisoner here is not our vassal. We'll take 58 gold there. So that looks fantastic. Excellent. So we need 500 total gold. When can we extort our subjects? Next year, October. Sure. So that's about a year away. We're earning about 20%, or rather 20 gold per month. So that's not too bad. I'd definitely like it to be significantly higher than that. Checking in up here, this is getting upgraded, so that's solid. This is getting upgraded now as well as this. So some of these are auto-upgrading. We're very happy to see that. That is absolutely phenomenal, and we are very, very pleased by that. However, there are other things that we're not so happy about, including spending 300 gold here. I'm going to do it. I don't like losing the legitimacy, but it's okay. We're going to grab golden aplomb. We are definitely up in the stress level, so that seems okay. 34.2 gold income per month right now. I like it. That's really solid. Our court grandeur level decreased again, but it's not going to go below 9, so that's fine. Now, our legitimacy is not phenomenal. We need a lot of legitimacy, actually. No doubt about that. We need a whole lot of legitimacy. So that's something we can definitely do. Now, usurpations are not going to do that. Yes, this will be fine. We do gain stress up to stress level 2. And can we do anything about that? We could work off some stress. That's fine. So 60 stress and good exercise for 1 year. 58% of it invigorating us. Perfect. That looks good. So that's phenomenal. Iridescent stone has low durability right now, and I'm going to destroy that. Okay. So that is absolutely phenomenal. We're at 455 gold right now. We feel like we're an imposter, and we're going to go on a drinking binge. We already have that malice, so it's okay. 10 gold here is fine. That'll just extend the malice. So we're at 490 gold at this moment. We can definitely get these upgrades done, but I really want to get Houseland under our control. So she's currently fighting a war. Okay. Well, that's awkward. No doubt about that. We can't usurp that while she's at war. Sad. Well, let's take a look at this guy in Sahara, the claimant here. He's at 73. He would now come to our court. So we're going to do that. Phenomenal. He joins our court. We're probably going to need to demand his conversion. He'll accept that. Perfect. So now that he has accepted that conversion, we're going to need to declare that war. But before we do, I want to check in on these prices. Okay, we'll probably get that done after the war. So we'll declare this. He's got about 7,000 troops that he can bring in. Sure. 2250 is what this is going to cost. That's fine. I don't mind that. So we're going to declare that, and we're going to drop our rally point about here. We'll raise men-at-arms. We'll raise some levy troops. I think in total, 7,000 levy troops is what we're going to aim for. Might be a little overkill. Okay, that's actually 8,000? Sure, that'll do. We're very slightly negative in our finances. We may want to split off a couple of these units. Yeah, something like that. Now we're very slightly positive, and that looks good. So we're going to siege here. I'm not sure where their army is yet. We'll need to wait until we see... Oh, hello. There's their army. They're heading down this way? Fair enough. We would have a very hard time chasing them down that way, so that's not a bad plan. I would prefer it if they'd come after us this way, but that would, of course, be not healthy for them. That would be a really bad choice, all things considered. So we'll just keep an eye on them. They might come try to siege down here. That's probably what they'll do. In response, here's what we'll do. I want to check in to see who all is in this. Okay, so this entire faction is in this. Noted. That's fine. I'm going to split off the siege force here, and these guys are going to head up this way. They're going to head directly to this capital. Yeah, that's going to take them a little bit of time. Hopefully by the time they get here, we'll have this taken over. When are you going to arrive here? 19 days? Hold off on that. We can avoid one of these points of attrition by doing this. Okay, now we can head up this way. Fantastic. And we can just keep an eye on this down here. So these guys are going to come siege here. That looks good. We've got a siege leader in there. Cool. Improved relationship. And we've got a chancellor that we need to assign. It'll be this guy. No problem whatsoever. These guys are sieging, of course. And do we want to chase them down, actually? I kind of do. If they run this way, they're going to take heavy attrition. And I feel like they just can't do that. If they go this way, we can also split our force in half and go both directions. And both halves would be able to take on this force. So I think it's absolutely fine. Yeah, show this guy in and his 75 prestige. That'll be absolutely okay. And we're at 548 gold right now. 541 now. Noted. So this city needs to get upgraded. That needs 64 gold. We're a ways away from that right now. I'm wondering if they're going to even try to run. Like, where do they go from here? Their best bet would be to run this way, but they're going to take so much attrition doing that. They've put themselves in a really bad spot. I'm going to go up and siege the capital next, and we'll see what happens there. That might give us enough war score. It might, actually. So, do these guys stack wipe is the question. It kind of looks like it. Oh yeah, they stack wipe. We also captured his son, and we're going to take this back, which is worth 3.7% war score. Okay, noted. So we're going to have to siege their capital. Hopefully we have enough troops there to do that. We'll find out. If not, these guys are going to head up as soon as they get this siege done. Supply limit here is 49.98. Yeah, we're going to be low on supplies. That's okay. So we're at 90% war score as soon as we get this finished, and they are progressing that. Oh, they're progressing this fast, actually. This is going really quickly. Cool. So only 40 days left on that. Beautiful. This war is going to be over incredibly shortly. We're losing money pretty rapidly, actually. Where is this money going? I think we're actually negative here. Intriguing. Total of minus 73.8 in the monthly expenses and plus 78.7 in the income? Huh. That feels weird. Regardless, we're going to enforce these demands and disband our troops. Cool. So that is all absolutely fine. I don't think we actually gained any legitimacy from that, unfortunately. But that is okay. We have a stewardship perk available, and we're absolutely going to take War Profiteer. It's the only real avaricious option available at this point. Now, we're going to be able to extort subjects, which we can do right now, and we absolutely will do so. Consider it an extra test of loyalty. There we go. So we have 1,000 gold at this moment, and this ransom is also acceptable. First thing I want to do is check in to see if we can usurp Houseland. Nope, they're still fighting the war. So in that case, this started its upgrade. That's good. I'm going to start an upgrade here. Cool. Most of these are level 2 at this point. We are lacking this city, and this temple. And that's it. Beautiful. So level 2 upgrades all around there. This ransom is acceptable. We'll take 50 gold. We're getting really, really close to getting this city upgraded. 116 gold to go there. So that looks phenomenal. We just lost some stress because our rival lost a title. That's also great. I'm wondering... Ooh. Songhai in conquest of a county. I mean, that's a good thing. 84 reasons not to accept this vassalization. 25 of those are our low legitimacy, but we're not going to be able to get there, I don't think. I really don't think so. We'll usurp his title, and that will make him very upset at us, but that might actually let him do it. Once he no longer has the minus 100 from being a Sarkin, yeah, we'll see how that ends up going. He's going to have to get out of these wars first, and this is some nasty-looking plague over here. Yikes. Not a great thing at all. House Unity changes by +4. Interesting. Yeah, we'll take the 10 gold. And we just inherited Boron North. We are not supposed to be holding this at this time, so we'll grant that out. Perfect. We are, of course... Oh, the city started its own upgrade. Fantastic. So there's just these 2 locations left, and we'll get this one going. So this temple is the only location left that is within our realm that is an economic holding that is going to be at level 1. For the foreseeable future, anyway. So this steward needs to be replaced. We'll put him in here. Actually, put her in here. That's fine. Convince de jure territory, huh? That's fascinating. That's new, isn't it? The target county requires its ruler to hand it over to its de jure liege. So, in this case, if we were to go in to, say, here, we are his de jure liege. But here, this would be granted to his de jure liege, which is this guy. And then we'd have to do it again. Wild. I don't want to go that route. That's an interesting way to do things, for sure. But I don't want to go that route right now. I don't feel like that's the way to go. Checking in here, our sister can marry. She is 17th in line. I'm really not concerned about that. We're making 33 gold right now. We can change this guy's contract, and absolutely I'm going to do that. Fantastic. And this ransom is absolutely acceptable. We'll take 10 gold. No doubt about that. And pays 10 gold to us. Yep, we'll do that too. Fantastic. So our wife here is wanting to adopt the Akan culture. She already has the Akan culture. Okay, so she no longer considers herself Bobo, but Akan instead. We want to stay Bobo. Okay, so she converted culture, but that is fine. I'm not too concerned about that, all things considered. As long as we don't convert culture, it's okay. So no major problem there. I do want to get this shrine upgraded, and I want to deal with Houseland as soon as possible. They're still in this war. Attacker controls war target, minus 47. Okay, that's going to take a while, apparently. It's because of this control up here. We probably no longer need to sway this guy. Yeah, definitely. We no longer need to sway this guy. So let's stop that, and we want to immediately start working up over here. Oh, we just inherited Bandama. We're also ill, and we're going to say, do no more than what is necessary. We got reduced disease symptoms. Okay, so we inherited Bandama down over here. That needs to be granted out, unfortunately. So for the time being, we'll get going on that. There's also this disease right outside of our realm, which is certainly not ideal. We'll see what ends up happening with that one. It probably is going to spread into our realm, if I had to guess. But I'd like to attack this guy. He is not having a good time right now. I would like to press some claims here. The question is, de jure, huh? Must be due to de jure kingdom? Yeah, de jure kingdom of Sahara. Okay, because there's no way that this would be a thing. Absolutely not. Let's take a look at his claimants here. His claimants are all children. Noted. Out of curiosity, does Houseland have better claimants? I mean, yes, but also no. Okay. What about a doll down here? It would be interesting to get all of this taken over, for sure. We're getting close to having all of Africa, but we are not quite there yet. Oh, there's quite a number here. 240 reasons. 225 reasons. Actually, it's 55. There's a lot of reasons not to come to our court. So they're not into that. Fair enough. I can't say I blame them. Checking in on Maghreb, what do we got going on up over here? 135 reasons and player error. Yeah, not a lot there. Hi, France. I see France has taken over some of that Lotharingian territory. Very rude. We're going to need to kick these various European powers out of here, of course. How powerful is France right now? They're reasonably powerful. I'm willing to bet that they're in a better state economically than we are for waging a big war. So we probably don't want to do anything that would poke that particular bear for a little bit. Very soon. Like, if economy wasn't a concern, I would probably make the argument that we can take this. Definitely. I would make the argument that we could take this. Their armored horsemen and their light horsemen would be countered by our pikemen. And their onagers, of course, don't really matter. Their pikemen would be countered by our heavy footmen, and their bowmen just don't matter. So, yep, that would definitely be a fairly easy war if cost was not an object. Unfortunately for us, cost is an object, and we'll get there. We're definitely making progress. We're going to see a fair amount of gold income from just upgrading these holdings, and it'll be significant once we can upgrade castles. This is going to be fairly significant, but castles are going to be even more significant. This is going to be more of a long-term, upgrading our economic structures here, but castles are going to be more immediate, is my point on that. So we've got about 2 months until we can get this last upgrade going here. And these guys are going to continue... hang on. No, he's not upgrading this. I just wanted to double check that. I was like, is something happening here? No, it's not. You can see here that, for example, this is upgraded to level 4 and level 4. That's great. We're really, really happy to see that. We can grab Sons of Our Fathers, allowing us to espouse legitimacy. And that will be absolutely great to do. Now, what is this faction? An independence faction? That is very rude. Who's this guy? He does not have children. He only has a former spouse. He'll not accept this due to religion. 51% chance of conversion. Let's roll it and see what happens. He refused. Okay, so we're not really going to get anything done there then. In that case, it was worth a try. What else do we have here? You've got a sibling, but no children. You're unmarried. We might be able to marry a half-brother or something like that. What do we got available there? We've got half-sisters. Okay. Half-sisters, but no half-brothers. That is sad. There is a son here, though. We could definitely do something like this. Oh, we now see the percentage risk of the inbreeding? That's interesting. Good to know. 3.2% chance is not too bad, but we also don't really care about that particular family line, so that'll be okay. They're down to 70% exactly at this point. I'd like to do something about this guy. It'd be ideal if we could do this. 897 reasons. Yeah, 1,000 reasons because of the faith. That's a lot of reasons. To be sure. Absolutely. I don't suppose that we could do something about this guy, though. Probably. There's a daughter here? Done. 1.9% risk. That's acceptable. Okay. Alliance formed, and that should no longer be an issue for now. Emphasis on for now. We'll get this temple upgrading, and with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode... Hello. When did you become independent? Why don't you just come on in? There you go. Next episode, we're going to get Houseland taken care of. We're also going to take a look at this, which apparently just split up. That's very interesting, and we'll see what we can get done over there, as well as pushing the rest of our borders throughout Africa. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.